Right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to my Ptolemaic campaign, where we are engrossed in a titanic struggle over Ethiopia and against the Selucids. You see, we were in a two-pronged war last video against both the Medway, who declared war on me kind of out of nowhere, honestly. It was quite an erroneous decision, as I quickly found out. And against the Selucids. Now, against the Medway, we made quite quick progress in Ethiopia. However, a civil war declared by these Ptolemaic successors threw my southern flank into disarray, and I am now facing a bloody uprising, of which I don't necessarily have a solution to. This force is incredibly elite, far better than anything I currently have. And I can't really take the city with ease. I mean, you can see the battle is thoroughly against me, despite the garrison not being particularly strong. I could attempt to reinforce my army here with this force. In fact, I probably should. And I actually did create this army too to try to support my force. However, it really does look like we don't have any great options other than really moving this army to try to help out. So we're going to do that. And also go ahead and recruit an additional Galatian. They are incredibly useful troops. Some Ethiopian cavalry can actually be pretty good too. I'll get a Peltis too. Like, why not, you know? Anything that, like, seems reasonable, we will try our best to recruit. We're near Memphis, which is not a particularly well-populated city. But we can maybe get some of these Laoi, or anything from the Xenoi or Laoi population. These guys come from the Xenoi, so they seem to be an ideal candidate for recruitment. But you know what? Despite them being quite good when it comes to population, they are very expensive to maintain. They're like double the price of these Judean Phrao spears who, you know, while maybe not the best units, they are still quite good. Very good, in fact. Yeah, go ahead and just get some Judean Phrao spears for now. I don't quite like digging into a population I don't really have a lot of. But what can I do? I'll just get this. You know, at least I'm getting units that I actually favor. This army will come in to reinforce, and then they'll be able to help out. And you know what? I don't think that this army over here is actually needed for this flank. If this army is going to come in and reinforce and be strong, I should be able to best the garrison and Ptolemaic secessionists. And you know what? If we beat those guys, we can go on to Axum, defeat the Medway here, and then Ethiopia will be under our control. So we might not actually need that army as help. Meanwhile, we were besieging Petra. Not a particularly well-guarded settlement, to be honest. I just have to overrun these guys, and I will do that in a battle. I think I'll play it out. I also want to go ahead and defeat these Sicilian pirates, because they're being quite annoying. Go ahead, drive them away, and then we can actually finish them off. And pirates actually give pretty reasonable loot when you take them out. Like when you're cleaning up the battlefield, then you can either ransom captives, enslave them, slaughter them. You actually have some really good options with these guys, because it gives you a lot of money. So I don't quite mind fighting them out. As long as they're no longer stealing from me, I do like pirates. They're quite good for you financially. And you know what? This looks pretty good. Overall, my ships are larger, so if I just ram the enemy into submission, I should be able to very quickly eviscerate these pirates. Although they aren't, like, terrible by any means. I do have to be somewhat careful. Deploy these guys along the flanks. My supply ship, I'm just going to go ahead and turn around and send home. Yeah, overall, we are just going for a grand ramming action. Many of my ships are equipped with bolt throwers though, so we should also shower these ships with some vicious fire. Let's see what's happening here. Nice! I just saw some very successful early ramming actions. Perfect. Enemy general is gone, actually, which is perfect. Now, I do need to be somewhat careful.
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
Here. Somewhat careful. Yeah, I think the enemy has just lost too much. That initial charge from my navy was absolutely crippling. And my supply ship couldn't even leave the battlefield. That's how quickly this battle devolved into a complete and utter annihilation of the enemy. Let's see, I lost 11 men, yet not a single kill came from the Selucids pirates, meaning that my men must have died from friendly fire. Better, perhaps when you ram an enemy ship, some of the guys get dislodged and fall off. I have no idea. But I'm happy with what we achieved here. That was a decisive victory. No ifs, no buts, no coconuts. Just a plain, decisive victory for me and the boys. And like I said, something happens. I'll actually go for ransom. Kind of want the money right now. We have a lot of wars to finance. Yeah, other than this, things do seem quite reasonable. Petra, I wanted to go attack, so we'll assault the city. With incredible power here. It's a good army. We have a lot of spearmen too, which do help with frontal assaults. They're far better for taking walls than pikemen, although to be honest, we don't really need great infantry to contend against what the med we have in this garrison. Those spearmen that you see here, they are just militia spears. They don't have an inkling of how to best professionals like my pikemen here, although I'm going to take them off of ladder duty. Then I'm going to give it to my Judeans and my Galatians. I just think that they'll be far more proficient at taking these walls and showing the enemy what the grim business of battle is like. I'll also bring my slingers up here, and we can start showering the enemy with contentious volleys of fire. We're here, really bring kind of all of our units close, because like, what is the point of having them so far away from the potential action? I'm not gonna need them for a while, if ever, but at the end of the day, I should get my infantry within range of the walls here. Meanwhile, my first assault, the forlorn hope, is dashing towards the enemy walls. Let's see over here. Judean Freyo spears, some of which have some good Freyo's armor, some of which are some plain tunics. These are not the wealthiest of fighters. However, they are competent, disciplined, trained spearmen. We should be able to best the riffraff on these walls. I mean, you can see that these Ethiopians, far from home, for Queen, decided upon the brutal business of empire. We're gonna need a lot more than these poor militia to be able to contend against men like mine. Let's just speed things up here. Gonna take a little bit of time for my siege ladders to get to the walls. My Judean slingers got into range. Straight from biblical tales. Should be able to kill the occasional African hunter on the wall, although the majority of her ammo is just gonna sail right over. It's what I expect. Wait a minute. One unit of African hunters actually vacated the city. Strange. Also, one African hunter remained on the wall. Again, bizarre decision. Actually, really dumb decision, because now they're going to be up against Galatians, and let me tell you, these Galatians, they are hardened warriors from Anatolia. Professional Celtic fighters of the warrior caste. You're not going to be able to best them in combat with no armor and no training. Let me tell you that. The wall is starting to become saturated with my Galatians every moment. The African hunters become more and more hopeless. Absolutely love what's going on in the walls. The enemy maintaining skirmisher presence just means that skirmishers are going to die. These African spearmen, they shouldn't be able to compete against my men. You know what, let's just bring up the next line of infantry. It'll take a little bit of time for them to arrive. Also, these African hunters, they just got charged by my cavalry, and my cavalry is going to make quick work of these light skirmishers, these undisciplined skirmishers. These African spearmen, they're surviving thus far, but spear and spear action is rarely a quick affair. It usually takes a little bit of time for spearmen to start picking up kills. Oh, my Judean Freos, they were getting annihilated by javelins and the like. Exactly what you expect to happen, and it's unfortunate, I can tell you. My Judean Frail Spear is probably gonna die. Probably gonna die.
Ready! Spearmen ready for orders! Pikes! The rail spear!
Bit confused here, but I'm hoping that we can slowly put these African spearmen damage the enemy defenses. These African spearmen kind of just trying to move through my unit. We should be able to kill a couple of them while we do this, but it won't be that effective again. Low, kind of low stats on my spears, as you'd expect.
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
I don't know. Another opportunity for my slingers is maybe firing through the door. I don't know if it can, but it is open.
By your command! The rail spear!
Yeah, my Frail Spears, they're just done. They're getting murdered up on the walls. Then again, several midway units have also taken horrendous damage. And I think that these guys are still, like, losing men. What useless is going on? You see another African hunter
Orders understood!
coming out here.
Ptolemies! Slingers! Cavalry! Hack them down! Charge! Flanks! Hack them down!
If I can get my men to kind of like come down here and just start getting into the city, and what a blunder. Sending these archers out unsupported? Don't mind if I do. Absolutely don't mind if I do. Also, my Judean slingers are having a lot of trouble getting into formation. I'll go help them
The
out a
battle
little
is
bit.
turning in our favor.
And yeah, it looks like beautiful. Some pikemen come down and they actually rout one of the enemy spearmen, which is a humongous boon for myself.
Spear infantry ready!
Here, see some African spearmen on the side of the wall. I don't know why it lasted this long. They have quite annoying. Let's see, can these guys fire into the wall? Yes! Beautiful, they can actually fire frontally. think our missiles will do a lot more damage. I saw several Ethiopian horsemen collapse this way. This is going to be the more effective means of using my slingers for sure. I'm very, very happy that we discovered this way to actually get my slingers some straight shots. We do great damage against the cavalry here, against the infantry here. The slingers are reasonably decent slingers, so it will do well. This African hunter unit should eventually lose to my cavalry.
Yours to command.
Nice, we actually get rid of a unit over here. Yeah, just have to get as many
Ready
units
for orders.
down these stairs as possible.
Orders understood. As you command. Spearmen ready for
Regardless of where they go, should be rather effective.
Slingers. Pikes.
Nice, these pikemen. The African hunters almost definitely
At your
outrun
service.
them.
We await your command. Cavalry. Orders.
Yeah, it's African tribesmen. We will start annihilating them with slings. They don't have great morale. They are just a militia unit after all. For here, these African hunters going up against pikemen, going up against, disciplined Macedonian professional soldiers. It's not going to end particularly well for these militia archers, even though they're pretty good shots. Pretty accurate huntsmen.
Pikemen. Yes, commander.
It's a world of difference between a huntsman and a militant archer.
Orders understood.
For the remnants of cavalry that were savaged by slinger fire, we're trying to put up a heroic last
Understood.
stand
Yours
against
to command.
my pikemen, but
Yours to command.
it's all in vain.
For blood. Victorious ready.
Trying to get these guys to descend to the settlement. The walls are so freaking glitchy as well, too. It takes a long time for troops to scale down them.
Pikemen.
Yeah, I think we're at the point in the battle where there is like a possibility of the enemy routing because of losses.
We await your command.
Just look how few troops remain. General was in an African village, which is kind of funny to think about it. Yeah, we are about to capture Central Gate as well.
Ready for orders.
Will allow us to bring our cavalry into the city.
Pikemen. The ray of spears.
These African
We have captured
tribesmen
the gates!
going up against a tattered unit of Freo spears. I think these were the guys
Yes,
who were
Commander.
probably fighting earlier. Capture the gate. That's going to allow us to bring our cavalry in officially. Surely this should be over. There's nothing left on the enemy side. You know what? 300 losses, pretty good. Siege battles have inevitable loss because the first wave that you set up on the walls will probably get torn to shreds unless you just have like a billion ladders. And also, the archer towers are really, really strong in Rome too. They don't look like we're getting that many kills, but I mean, you can see here, right? Like a full 30 kills? 30, not 30, but like 28 kills was done by the archer towers. But you know what? If you get like a level 4 city or a level 3 city, the archer towers become scorpion towers, and then we're really talking. Those can tear through troops, killing thousands of the player cards right. But this is probably just like a level 2 city, I guess. In any case, I will just occupy. Straight up occupy. I don't want to torture my empire by just having a ton of slaves suddenly spawn in it, but simultaneously,
Ready for. Make haste, men.
I
Set
do
up the
want to
watch.
capture the settlement.
How can I assist, Pharaoh? Treading softly.
Yeah, let's go ahead and investigate where the Nabateans are. You know what? It'll be good for like this spy to kind of stay here and at least check in on what the Selucids are doing. And beautiful. Petra's a nice settlement to have. This army is recovering. This army is training some troops. Yeah, Ethiopian hired archers are a massive waste of money. Or we're far less than their day rate suggests. They should be. think that's it for the turn. Like, that's all I can do anyway. Yeah, I think that's it. I'm just like making sure, but I really don't see any possibility to improve. All right, let's go. Again, like my goal for the stream is going to be to capture all of Ethiopia. I really do want to put an end to these wars against the Ethiopians, primarily because I think that that territory is super duper easy for me to hold down as Egypt, and it'll secure my southern flank. It'll make my empire much wealthier, much more prosperous. I think I can convert Ethiopia into like an absolutely banger farm province, just spam agricultural buildings once I have all the necessary public order implements in place. And then after that, I can use the freedom gleaned by taking out the Ethiopians and reaping.
My people are proud, as are yours.
And reaping, what is it? The resources to go and fight. And also, I just noticed the secessionists just moved their main army away. Did they move them far or just like 2 millimeters to the right? I need to go check. And hold up. I suddenly have iron! I really need this level 3, dude. In 10 turns, I'm gonna be balling. Also, Galatia versus the Cimmerians. That's pretty big. That's a pretty significant war that just began.
How can I assist, Pharaoh?
Now, this army should be pretty much fully recovered within a turn, so we're gonna go ahead,
Gathering supplies, my lord.
bring these guys in. The Selucids, they're still in Palmyra. Samosata's owned by the Adris. Dude, that is so random. Of course, they maintain control of Masaka. Interesting. I mean, overall, everything kind of looks normal. Yeah, these guys are still within range.
None will escape.
Kind of a scam.
Setting forth in Pharaoh's name.
Yeah, there they are. Okay.
Besieging.
I mean, that's definitely a battle of good odds. Really can't complain. I just put that on the back burner. I'll send this army towards the right then. Better to recruit troops from Alexandria. Yeah, Alexandria has an absolutely amazing middle class population. Grows by 1,000 every turn. You guys don't realize how overpowered that is. It's amazing. Man, I love additional growth. Oh, that is such a good freaking move, dude. That is such an insane. Kind of upping conversion because I absolutely love it when Hellenic culture dominates. Especially as the Egyptians is really hard to pull off, so.
Fleet reporting, my lord.
But yeah, now we have a chance at Squalor. A chance at an outbreak. Sensation 10, Squalor. Oh, that's fine then. go for this, like, it doesn't actually give me any additional recruitment capacity. Yeah, might as well just get this one. No wonder there's, like, basically no public order here. I really do need Salamis eventually. Okay, what about the Selucids? Are they capable of accepting and coming to
Greetings
terms
in the name of Hermes.
their, like, time in the
Speak,
limelight is over?
but do not deceive with tricky
They're at war
rhetoric,
with virtually
false
everyone. Their empire is really hitting hard times.
The gods will have me.
You bless our
Oh, we
meeting.
have common enemies. Why not? Epirotes, I don't think that they're going to be around for very long. Frankly, I'm incredibly surprised that they're still around.
Welcome, friend.
Our merchant.
Surprised we even had a moderate chance, which means that a bribe would probably allow me to trade with them, but I don't care that much about
My lord.
that pretentious Arabic faction. I just don't care. I think I'm just gonna destroy my military building here, because there's like no way with only 2 settlements that I can have good public order and military. Just no way. Also, I'm gonna go ahead and just break this down. Like, I need public order, but it doesn't suck, okay? I really do need more public order. Can have this. And that's really the best I can do for this province. To do some restructuring in Yehuda. Well, this is good. This is good. Actually, it's not good. I need to actually
On the
recruit
move,
some
my
troops.
lord. How can I assist, Pharaoh?
I don't think that these Thracians were all that worth it, to be honest. And the linen cataphracts are pretty good at 54 charge bonus. But then these Ptolemaic spear cavalry are cheaper, have more men, have pretty similar charge bonus. They are weaker in combat though, but they're so much cheaper. And I'm not gonna really count the Thracians. They have less men. They have really shit armor. Sarissa Cav go crazy on the charge, but then they have like no ability to stay in combat and have no armor.
Come
You know
and
what?
join our
Ptolemaic
ranks.
Spear Cav seem like a pretty good like middle of the line option, so I'm gonna go for these guys. And outside of that, I mean, we have no skirmishers in this army yet. No, 2 Peltos, and then an average Dan. Yeah, that's what we'll do. Kind of a weird force, but whatever.
We fight for you,
Over
my lord.
here, literally no mercenaries worth talking about. You know, let's go and play this. Let's go and play this. I think that this could be actually a very interesting little battle, but I want to completely annihilate the secessionists here. Obviously, the guys in the city are not the priority. The main priority is going to be wiping out that amazing, massive, and powerful group of elite forces, the Pride of Bast, this army. These guys are going to be my main target, and I'm going to use my reinforcements as well as my main army to kind of sandwich these guys. Make sure that they don't get into the city, because if the Pride of Bast get into the city and can help defend it, then I'm a little screwed, right? I am a little bit screwed if that happens. But I don't know where these guys are going to come from, which is a problem. What I can do is kind of just make sure about my siege equipment. It's not going to cause any issues. Actually,
Infantry!
reinforcements are coming here. You know that. I have no idea where my enemy is going to come. But let's just put them on the other side here and hope for the best.
Enemy reinforcements approaching.
Where from, though?
They will bend the knee.
They're not coming from behind me. And over here I'd see them. Which makes me think that they're like coming in from here. I feel like if the enemy reinforcements are coming from this side, I would like see them. And maybe not. There's like a tree cover over here. You know what? Let's send like one unit of Sarissa cavalry just like over here to investigate. I can never be entirely sure where the enemy are gonna come from. Although there's a gate, like the enemy do have to go back into the city through a gate, obviously. So we could come in through here, 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 or I mean, there you go, right here. Mystery solved, albeit not the most desirable outcome. In fact, the enemy appear to be racing towards the city with great haste, and they're making good time too. You know, cavalry I can't stop from entering into the city. But what I can do is fuck with the infantry, and I can fuck with them a lot. Let's bring the Sicilian Peltis or the Cilician Peltis to bear.
We hunger for blood and battle. Warriors eager for blood.
And bring my infantry. This army is very bad infantry, so believe me, it's not really gonna be anything all that impressive. You know what? Let's bring this cavalry forward and this cavalry to assist. They're really, really quick after all, but these guys, I'm just gonna send them back towards the siege engines. I just don't really see any upside for keeping them there. What I possibly have to gain.
Slingers! On watch! Swift riders!
Oh. Bait the cavalry into the battle. Can we? Interesting. It's an interesting little proposition. I mean, hey, we've already managed to murder one unit. For here we have Galatian, elite Galatian units. Now, enemy cavalry should be better than my own. At least in this particular context. That's okay infantry here. You know what? Infantry in totality is pretty bad, but the units I have individually are really good. Also, this unit is absolutely being squandered. This wild goose chase. What the heck is this? No! No! You go back. You go back. We hit the Cretans. That's awesome. Absolutely love what we've done to these Galatians. I mean, they're bloodied, raw, and
The men are
pretty
wavering.
much broken, but holy shite. We not do good here in the micro. I need to go hit some charges here.
Our men flee the field of battle. This is a shameful
Let that
display.
go, unfortunately. Oh, the Royal Squadron's getting destroyed, though. Late Royal Squadron's winning, though, of course.
Heavy cavalry ready and willing.
You know, this one's just getting killed. This one's getting killed really, really well. Okay.
Our men flee the field of battle. This is a shameful display.
Commander, orders. Sarissa cavalry! Heavy horse at your command. Ready and waiting. By your command. My lord! Loyalty!
Okay, I know the Galatian is done pretty much. Like, they're not gonna survive the battle. But I do need to catch the rest of these infantry. Happy that we managed to destroy all of this heavy cav here. Kinda nice. You know what? I don't think that unit actually has the enemy general. I think I'm tripping.
Ready and waiting.
Our men flee the field of battle. This is a shameful display.
And we just hit them with another rear charge. I don't know if that's actually going to kill enough of these guys to get them to rout, but it did. Answer given. Now what's given here? Galatian 4x spear. They've turned around. It's nice. It's good for me, of course.
Advance at speed!
I want the rest of these guys to get into the city. The mercenary spearband I don't care about. Actually, there's 2 spearbands here. Is there anything good? Galatian Royal Guard, Royal 4x Sword. Look at this charge with Royal 4x Sword. It'll be good spend. Good spend of troops. This Galatian Freya Spears, I think it's a pretty heavy javelin fire so far. Lost a lot of her men.
Heavy horse at your command.
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
Absolutely willing to just use all of his ammo to kill a Galatian. There's one more elite unit I don't have to fight over here. I think that's actually the enemy general in that elite sword. So the game's presenting information to me.
Orders.
I'll just keep on hit and running. I just don't want to let these stupid
Our
guys
men flee the
city.
field of battle. This is a shameful display.
Go in and out. In and out. In and out.
Double tide! Yes. Heavy cavalry ready and willing.
Just have to get back to our stupid siege towers.
Our men flee the field of battle. This is a shameful display.
Fire on the enemy! Held fast! Advance at speed!
Our men flee the field of battle. This is a shameful display.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, it doesn't really matter if his cavalry goes. If we need to make this for console, I thoroughly agree. But hey, they have it for phone, at least Rome 1. That's kind of cool. Makes the game somewhat more accessible. But to be fair also, imagine console controls for a game like this. Just like selecting units, dragging them, you know, all of those things. Rotating the camera. Wouldn't be easy. Far from impossible, but it wouldn't be easy.
Yes, Commander! Ready!
That I can guarantee.
Ready yourself!
Warriors ready? You have
How are you doing tonight, man? Okay, 2 units stayed to kind of protect the rest of the army as they retreated into the gate, into the settlement. And to be honest, they did reasonably well. They got some elephants into the settlement. They got some elite Galatian Royal Guard. Yeah, we also accomplished our goal partially. We managed to get a lot of infantry for making it in. A lot of cavalry, a lot of Galatians, a lot of good troops. Now we can kind of just stay here and park our men. What I'm hoping is that we can distract the enemy somewhat.
The enemy general is dead.
Nice. Enemy general was in that Galatian royal guard that we murdered. That we got rid of. Oh, my elephants have killed 19 men. Must be from the archers. There's archers on top of the elephants. You can see a lot of units over here. It's positioned on these walls. Are afraid of that army coming into the city, but they're a bit of a fake army. This is these guys over here that actually have the siege towers that you need to make an assault on the city. Yeah, we'll have my infantry. These guys aren't particularly good infantry, by the way. It's like furrow swords, Galatian spears, just really kind of bottom of the line infantry I'm dealing with here. But they can push a ladder. They can push a ladder without any question. And here we have it. The beginning of our assault on the city. The enemy was completely bamboozled by my earlier maneuvers on the other side of the town. And now we're gonna have to scramble to actually get over here. So we are up against nobody here. You know, the more ladders we get mounted up against the walls, the better. But one unit already wants to run. Completely exhausted from all the running that they've done. This is just a pitiful little archer unit to begin with, so we'll get them positioned right here and they can start capturing this gate. Hopefully succeed.
Our men flee the field of battle.
No,
This is a
we
shameful
don't. They just rout completely. Too bad. I had some belief in my boys over there. Yeah, let's run some more of these units into the city. They'll make it over. Beautifully. Almost. Yes! There we go. We haven't fully captured it, but we basically neutralized the archer presence. No longer be shooting at my troops. And yeah, I'll just kind of
We have captured a
give a,
tower.
like, general order to just get my men over the walls, into the city. Doesn't look like the enemy are stirring. They just don't have the manpower to be able to protect the whole city, so we've given up this side. Obviously, really good for me. Actually, let me get my cavalry into the city, because once you've captured a gate, your cavalry can very easily get into the city. I just spread my infantry out here, just make a preliminary formation, you know, my initial formation in the city. So I have to make sure that my men are nice and organized. I also have to kind of let my men rest because they're very tired from running half across the field of battle. I don't have forever to let them rest, but yeah, I'm gonna have to wait a good minute or two here. Just let my men shuffle into the city. You can see getting off the walls is a pretty lengthy process in of itself. And we can also go here, capture a nice tower. It's always good to get some archers hailing fire upon the enemy. Beautiful. See the formation forming. It's not a quick process, but it's a steady one.
We have captured a tower.
Beautiful. Tower's ours. And yeah, looks like the majority of my swordsmen here, they've already rested up. Some of them are fresh. Winded, fresh. Yeah. We are in good shape here. Start running our men into the city. Engage these Ptolemaic secessionists. You know what? Enemy general is right here.
Ready! At the double! Ready! Spearmen! Whipboard! Skirmisher!
I think that this is a pretty solid maneuver we're engaging in. We're gonna kind of hit several flanks here at once. Well, you know what? Macarian spearmen. Gonna get them on capturing territory duty. Capturing different checkpoints duty, that is. Meanwhile, my Ptolemaic swordsmen, basically just Freyo swords. We don't have great armor, but they do have 3 volleys of javelins, as well as reasonably okay melee stats. They wear nothing but helmets and shields. The Galatian spearmen, they are basically just naked barbarian spearmen. Tough in combat, but not all too resilient because of our lack of armor. The only thing holding the city center is just this Greek general. He's stoic in his hoplite garb. These guys are going to be tough nut to crack, but... Oh, these guys are just completely convinced I'm going to attack here, and they really put everything against me. It's going to let us make a lot of advances in this part of town.
Egyptian infantry!
Get these swordsmen here and just start chucking javelins at the enemy. I don't see why I'd wait. These Galatians, they can throw some javelins too. Collectively, we're gonna have so much ammo thrown here. Should do massive amounts of damage. Meanwhile, allow this flank to kind of assemble itself. We'll push them against the general too. And over here, we're gonna be capturing more towers, getting control, getting a nice victory point here. It's always good for morale to capture these victory points. Makes the battle easier because of that. Yeah, over here, Archer Tower is fading. Should be ours soon enough. Yeah, as we approach the general, he's kind of finally realized the great peril to himself, so his men are going to start coming in to try to help. That might be too late. I mean, my Freyo swords, they're assembling pretty quick for a nice, disciplined, and quick unit.
Egyptian warriors!
These guys can kind of just get fully assembled in for roles, have our officers nearby giving commands. We'll start throwing javelins. That's exactly what you see. Throwing darts here. There's so many of these javelins to throw.
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
Or not. Actually, no. Actually, only one volley. I thought they had 3. Freyo swords have 3.
For Egypt! Melee infantry ready!
I might be wrong. Well, anyway, matter. Enemy general is taking javelins to the face.
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
Send these guys right in. Some of the Galatians behind. Here we've almost captured this tower successfully. Move these guys a little bit closer. The enemy general, Ethiopian.
We have captured a tower.
They are actually pretty good. They're better with my Ptolemaic swords. Of course, the Greek citizens are crap and the hoplites are good, although very, very damaged in this one.
Battle ready!
Let's send some more javelins at the enemy general. I don't know if the javelins are actually going to be able to hit the enemy general. He's kind of behind a lot of my men. But yeah, we'll just send in more boys over here. Go send some more javelins over here. Throw some more of them. like an Ethiopian spearman. They're not holding their own. They have 15 armor, which is actually not terrible. It's pretty mid all in all. But I guess they're outnumbered, outflanked, and they should be outclassed by my Galatians. Look at these guys. 8 and 18 versus 7 and 19. Galatians have... Ooh, who's gonna follow?
We have captured a tower.
Check. Mr. Backseat. Thank you, my dude. I appreciate you. Although we haven't done any backseat gaming so far of history. Yeah, man. Thank you. With a smile on my face when people follow or subscribe, whatever you want to call it. I appreciate you. Yeah, we'll chuck some more javelins into this blue hoplite.
One of our units has
I
used
just
all
want
its
to like
ammunition.
assassinate this guy. That's what I want to do. I feel like it'll break enemy morale like nothing else. These Ethiopians, they're decent. I'm surprised that they're getting annihilated like this. Maybe they just took damage earlier on outside of the city. Thumbs up, man. Perhaps they're just severely outnumbered, and the press of my troops pushing forward is grinding through them. And they simply cannot contain it. I mean, you know, to be fair, maybe I'm talking about these Ethiopian mercenaries a little bit too much. They're incredibly mid. I was surprised that they're of the same quality of what my troops are, but they're not like amazing or anything. Oh, they are better than just Kyrian levies, who are terrible. Terrifyingly bad, but very, very cheap. Yeah, let's get this traveling volley forward. Once again, as tradition dictates, right at the general's face. Well, this will find out to save his life. Feels like 4 more minutes a year. See the Ethiopians, they're also fueled too, and this leads to what?
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
Here, as well as militia hoplite. I mean, we should be able to tear through the remnants here in the center. And once we take this plaza, the victory count will start. I'm guessing this is what I call the mix, so it's cutting their way mercilessly through. It used to be their own citizens, actually. Man, there was nothing left here. Besides these pesky little Greek militia. They're completely surrounded. The general is fled. What's left for these guys to do other than stand in place and stoically die? They're not 300, they're just Spartan warriors. They can hardly afford the helmets on their head. They're surrounded by angry Ptolemaic swordsmen and Galatian spearmen. First for their deaths. So yeah, this Greek militia will crumble quickly. They don't have armor, so they'll go bye-bye. And now we should begin the capture of this point, this capture point. And you know what? I should just keep as many men as I can in this choke. I think it'll help accelerate things slightly. And we'll bring another carrion over here just to kind of capture this tower, because I don't like it continuously shooting at me. But it's all good. We are done. At least I believe we are, because this should be like the central capture point.
Our enemy have lost a victory point.
Yeah. And when we lose the victory point, and this number hits 0, then you win.
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
Yeah, well, the enemy do recognize
Warriors
this.
eager for blood.
Are charging forward is African. Now, African elephants are smaller than their Indian cousins. They're actually pretty dang small. Do obviously impact morale quite a bit. I mean, wouldn't you be scared to fight an elephant? I know I would be. They don't have the health or resilience that Indian elephants have. And up against a ton of spearmen like Angalations, who have bonus for elephant with 18 bonus for elephant. I should be able to chop through these elephants relatively easily. Relatively.
Our men flee the
Nothing
field of
has a
battle.
super easy time against
This is a
elephants,
shameful
mind you.
display.
Yeah, they shouldn't get completely crushed, although, as I say about one of my units rout. Not good news. Well, sent in some carrions. Maybe they can help spear the elephants. These elephants are bloodied. Also, my capture has ceased. Which is not particularly good. Greek citizens that are in amongst my men, they should rout soon enough. Don't have any javelins left nearby, which would make killing the elephants much easier. These elephants have killed so many men. They're surrounded, which is scaring them, I guess? And says they're wavering, but just appear to be slaughtering my men with ease. Oh, finally, one of them dies. Yes! Okay, that's really good. Okay, let's just crowd around this capture point. Now the elephants are gone, I don't think that there's anything left for the enemy to do. Also just gonna have these Galatians post up right here.
Our enemy have lost a victory point.
Form a wall, and then I'll have my Ptolemaic swords sit in the capture point. And yeah, even if they charge it with infantry, which they should be doing, by the way, but they're not, should lose the settlement. And yeah, now it's UG.
The enemy fort will soon be ours.
Yeah, it's done. Perfect! A lot of losses. Tough battle. Yet now the secessionists are done. They may still have some units left, but no real chance of succeeding in their rebellion. For they won't be able to recruit new troops besides mercenaries. Their army will start to atrophy. And also, I managed to wipe out a couple of units from their army as well. This garrison will be slaughtered to the man. And that will guarantee that we will emerge triumphant in this war. So I'm quite happy with this result. It's exactly what we needed. And I reached the city in triumph because
Ready for
rebellion was inevitable. And also, let's get rid of this African elephant. Don't really want to maintain a mercenary elephant. I just don't think it's worth it. And yeah, let's just go ahead and keep things the way they are. You know what? I'm actually gonna go and get myself something better here.
How can I assist Pharaoh?
And yeah, Axum, we'll be able to take the settlement pretty soon.
May the blessings of Isis be
Oh,
with
I
you.
didn't realize that we hadn't had this equipped.
I shall
That's
see.
actually a massive failure of ours.
The gods guide my footsteps.
Mahekra
Your command.
is within striking distance. This army sucks.
What can I do for Egypt?
I don't see why we don't just take it.
None will escape.
And you know what? I've fought so many of these garrisons in this campaign already. Yeah, maybe just loot it. Although we can't loot anymore, or else just like the total. A total amount of like, what is it called? Total amount of slaves in our empire will just be way too much. Minus 15, dang. Minus 15, dang. Minus 9. Yeah, I don't think that we should have any more slaves, personally. I think that we maybe reached the total amount. Total amount that's prudent. Perfect! In any case, some big gains against the Medway. They're basically done as a faction now. We don't have the income to oppose me, to build a new army. They don't have the prestige to solicit allies. No, but I don't think that their last settlement is in Palmyra, though. That's the only, like, negative part. I think they might have, like, one settlement in Arabia somewhere. Which I hope that Saba is able to take, but... Or maybe if they don't have it anymore, I'll have to go see. But obviously, they are fading quickly as a faction, but this is what they deserve. They declared war on me. I had no quarrel with them.
We make this
These guys
modest
want the defense of
request
the
in the
lines.
knowledge that your coffers strain to contain your wealth.
Now, I'm going to be honest with you. I actually don't want to get closer to these guys. I covet their lands. I want to take their lands from them eventually. It's convenient that that rebellion spawned in front of Hegra, where I have an army. Yeah, eventually want to go and campaign in Arabia. I think that'll be good for me. No! Oh man.
Your orders, my lord. Steady as we go. Hard on yours. Is there nothing else?
Plus 8 sanitation? Oh, I need this. I really, really, really need this.
I live to serve. Oh, battle! Fight for you, my lord. Ready for orders. Egypt asks much of its servants. Ready for battle. Gathering supplies, my lord.
Yo! Tiger the Spartan. Thanks for the bits, man. I appreciate it. Thank you very much, good sir. How are ya?
My lord. Faster! Damn you all!
Surely better than these poor men here who are starving in the midst of marching around Ethiopia. Surely. Yeah, I'm good as well.
At your command.
You know, if I got time to play this game, then generally life is going superbly.
Are you
So,
ready to serve?
yeah, I'm good. I'm chilling.
How can I assist? Speaking of destructive.
I really need more food, dude. I really do need me more food. Whatever, going for these particular
For Egypt!
farm buildings. Also, rebels generally suck up a lot of supplies.
At once!
Setting forth in Pharaoh's name.
I mean, Arabia Felix. Oh. Oh, dang.
Ready for orders.
Okay, that's not good. That's not good at all.
How can I assist?
I finally find the Medway armies that we've been looking for. Finally, they emerge out of the mist. Yeah, they were over here. This is one of their settlements, eh?
At your
I mean, I'm gonna have to play a defensive battle against them here. There's almost no doubt that they'll attack me. Yeah, I should get some sort of mercenaries going here then. I mean, these Arabian mercenary spearbands are actually rather decent. Morale's not great, but armor's pretty good. I mean, they could be useful at least. They can hold their own. Let's see. -8 for slaves. Oh man, -15, -7 for food. Yeah, we're gonna have a rebellion in Yehuda, almost certainly. Don't like that, but there's nothing I can do about it. Alright, let's see what you said here. That's good. Rome Total War 2 looks good. Have you played the remastered version of the first one? I have played the remastered. To be completely honest with you, doesn't really change much from their original gameplay-wise. Like, the UI is different, the graphics are slightly improved, although nothing in comparison to this game. It's just okay. It's kind of overpriced, to be honest with you, because you're not really getting a whole lot of new content. You're not really getting any new content besides the UI, which some people don't even like it. But, you know what, I'm such a sucker for Rome 1, but I bought it, and I really enjoyed playing it. Like, I had a lot of fun, even though logically I can tell you it's just not a very good deal. So, yeah, guess it's whatever. If you like the original game and you want to give it a shot, I almost guarantee that you'll enjoy playing it. That's what I could say. Now let's see how this goes. The thing about the Medway here is that they're not a particularly super strong faction, but their units are solid for how much they cost. So I anticipate that the spears I'm looking at are gonna be like pretty okay, pretty decent. Don't hit super hard, but hit hard enough to cause damage. And that terrifies me, because this army is somewhat weak. I just thought I was gonna march into the territory and colonize it with ease, but we're meeting resistance here. Resistance in force. I don't have much cavalry either, so it's gonna have to be my pike line that wins me the battle here by just holding solid. Okay, I'm kind of thinking of getting it to play it once I get a PC again. Reasonable take. Just wait for it to go on sale and you could probably scoop it up for a couple of bucks. The normal price is what, like $40? I can tell you, unless you're rich and don't care about money, I wouldn't spend 40 bucks on it. You can see these guys have decent, like these spearmen are, actually these are swords, what am I saying? Yeah, these spearmen have really good stats, 922, like they're like elite spears when it comes to their fighting capability, but they're like garbage tier spears when it comes to armor. So that's the thing, low armor, but high stats. Yeah. So I do have 4 units of virtually untouched Judean slingers, and Judean slingers are absolutely bomb. They're really good. Great range at 194 here because of her experience. You know, straight out of biblical stories. So what I'm hoping is that I can hit these guys right here, just wipe out these archers quickly, then use them to pressure the Ethiopian infantry. So as these guys have low armor and their shields don't look like very much of anything either, should it be able to do a lot of damage on my slingers if I catch them on the flank or something like that.
Slingers! Take aim! Double time! Orders! Fire!
We have discovered the enemy's hidden units.
And I'm going 2 slingers on each archer just so I can kind of wipe them out quickly. Archers don't have shields. They have 1 armor. They should fade pretty quickly here. I can already see a couple of archers dropping out of line. Archers have lower range than slingers, of course, so I should cause great damage to these unarmored men. Yeah, these hired archers, they are dropping in
One of our
rows.
units has used all its ammunition.
The enemy are stopping the skirmish. They have a lot of javelins. These Ethiopian skirmishers, they can do a lot of damage to pikes.
Ready and waiting.
Considering how dependent on pikes I am, that is kind of bad. Kind of annoying.
Yours to command.
I was hoping to be like more defensive here, but enemy's not really letting me. They're pounding me with missiles. Considering that they outnumber me profoundly, I don't know if I can continue to take it.
Ready for orders.
Can't really like charge him all that effectively either. Especially considering that the cavalry, they're basically already done. We come into this battle with any new cavalry. I don't know. Enemy skirmishers, they are just kind of shuffling around. They're just taking fire as if this was like the beginning of Zulu. I don't know if you watched that movie, but the beginning, the Zulu just send a bunch of conscripts forward to absorb ammo to see how much damage British guns do in volleys. Yeah, I don't know, these hired archers, they just keep on running around. Also just, like, coming back
At your service.
in, like, really small numbers. Like, normally skirmishers would be broken by the type of hell I've subjected these guys to. I mean, look at them drop. They have no armor, so they're literally just taking the full brunt of my elite skirmish fire. They don't mind. They're just taking it. They're just going down. Yeah, my dream of like keeping my skirmishers alive to shoot at the enemy infantry doesn't look like that's not, but like that's actually gonna happen. The enemy's just gonna like, you know, they're just gonna deplete all my ammo. Dang, dude. Yeah, not much I can really do other than start moving my infantry forward at this point. See if we can entice the enemy into an attack.
Commander,
Our orders.
Our spears are yours.
Yeah, these spearmen I want to keep back a little.
Advance at
Enemy,
speed.
no interest in engaging in a fair fight here.
By your command.
And continue this skirmish.
Spears ready. Slingers. Take aim.
one of our units has used all its ammunition.
Spearmen ready for orders.
Cut them down!
Spearmen.
My lord.
At the devil!
Your orders.
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
Yeah, some of my slingers are out of ammo now, dude. I'm just gonna keep on shooting too. Finally we begin the engagement, man. Finally. To issue attack orders just to like make sure my pikes are fully moving forward. So if you don't issue an attack order, only the first two ranks actually attack. If you issue one, then you know all the ranks actually move. And you know what? I really need to put these guys in guard mode so we don't push too far.
Ready for
At
orders.
your service. Ready for orders.
Oh man, I didn't realize how badly staffed this flank is though.
Spears ready.
You know, I'll just kind of keep these guys passive over here.
One of our
but
units has used all its
you
ammunition.
know what? Like on this flank, I have to push through ruthlessly. I have a massive advantage. I can move these guys around. Particularly of this spearman. And like, I have a bunch of Galatians here. Now, these particular breed of Galatian spearmen, they've been damaged by earlier combat, but you know what? They're incredibly powerful. They have like elite spear shots. Even better than these Ethiopians. You know what? We can just kind of surround them here in Galatians. We should be able to push through this particular unit of Ethiopians and open up a breach here on the enemy's flank. The Ethiopians, they're gonna fight, and you know what? They have 51 morale, so they're gonna hold steady for quite a while. But we should be cutting them down in droves. They won't like being surrounded by competent units here. So overall, we should be able to break them, These Arabian mercenaries, they're gonna have a work cut out for them holding this back, man. You know what? Push our cavalry around. Maybe we can get some flanks on the skirmishers. Keep our Judean slingers over here and eventually hit the enemy flank. And ooh, these guys are already starting to rout here, dude. They're already wavering. Come on. And you guys can break. You're surrounded by very, very
the enemy's hidden
competent men.
units.
Nobody is gonna blame you for abandoning your posts here and running for safety. Come on. I mean, they'll break eventually. We're just dying way too quickly for anything else to happen. My Judeans here are just getting completely outnumbered.
Commander! Slingers! General!
The men are wavering.
Spearmen!
Yeah, it's not a surprise.
Yes, Commander! Commander! Orders!
Send 2 Judeans to go fight these guys frontally. Other 2 can go do something else.
Ready for battle!
Try to kind of inspire this flank. These guys are just holding so freaking well, dude.
General! Understood! We'll kill
Our
them!
general is under attack.
But you know,
We
this was inevitable. They were gonna break,
Our spears
and
are
they get
yours!
slaughtered from every direction.
Orders understood! Battle ready, ready! You have our spears?
And we're just gonna try to like surround this blob and hopefully wipe him out.
General! Spears!
These guys just routed with a ton of men left.
General, as you command! Battle! Ready! Nations! Lead them! Ready! By your command! Fight! Ready for orders! Slinger!
Oh, dude, the Slinger's best this Maceman. Although the Maceman's a pretty low tier unit. So I'm not too surprised, but we have to just chop him down. These Macemen win as well. 46 morale. I'm surprised by how much for routing.
Orders! Warriors ready! Ready! Pikemen! Pikemen! Form phalanx! General!
Yeah, we're just gonna have my cavalry harass these guys as they leave the field.
Understood! To arms!
These guys are losing. I don't think that those Macemen are gonna last very long either. These Ethiopian spearmen. They're trying to retreat, but I think as they do, we can catch them up with Galatians and cut down a good deal of these guys.
Spearmen, ready for
You know what?
orders!
Get the commands here to make sure my men are actually pushing.
By your command! Ready and waiting!
See, these guys are pushing all the way through, though. That could be
Slingers! Spears ready!
kind of a good thing.
Ready and waiting!
Yeah, but not these guys. Just kind of chase after these folks.
Ready for orders!
Oh man, dude, we're actually winning this battle, I think.
Spear infantry!
Between the routes on this flank.
Ready!
Look what's happening in the center, too.
Ready!
Overall, the enemy is succumbing to the superior quality of the troops. The only negative thing is that my general is not very effective at chasing routing enemies because he's just not a very big cavalry unit at this point.
Ready and waiting! You have our spear! We await your command!
Yeah, whatever. Yeah, I can't really afford to like chase these guys all that much.
Battle ready and eager! Ready for orders!
Just have to hit the enemy on the flank and hope for the best. We're here to surround these macemen. They're going down. Finally, we rout these macemen.
Spears! Quick march! Let's engage!
I know, let's have all of my Galatians like focus on hammering these guys. They've encircled them, so I think they'll do a pretty okay job, but you know, it's not exactly going to be like the number one thing. These macemen will take them a little while to get back to the field. We'll send 2 slingers after them. I think that they'll be able to get the deal done. And we have a Judean thrusters crashing into the rear of these Ethiopian spearmen. Maybe it'll cause you to have morale damage to cause some routes. That's what I'm really hoping for here. Here we have a routing mason.
Cavalry! Follow me!
Yeah, we'll just have some cavalry run amok amongst them. Hopefully make sure that they don't come back to the field.
General!
Selucids. We'll send my cavalry after some skirmishers next. And we generally have the enemy surrounded here.
Understood.
I think that some of my pike phalanxes is not facing the right direction at all. But whatever. Yeah, this looks like a done deal. We're just way too many badly positioned Ethiopian troops at this
Yes,
point.
Commander! Commander! Spears ready!
Enemy generals being a bit of a coward and turning around and running.
Pikes! Your orders! Break to
Could
the
have spam
wall!
attack orders on this pike so they actually move forward instead of killing the pike.
For glory!
You get it?
Charge! Hack
It
the
actually works, by the way.
engage! To for glory! Cut them down!
The battle is turning in our favor.
It's not killing
We
him
await
nearly
your
quick enough.
command! Pikemen! Pull back! Spears! General, by your command!
Some Galatians right at the spear unit. Spear unit is depleted, already shaken. Don't think that they're gonna last very long.
By your command!
You know what? I can send these two slinger units right into the rear of his enemy general.
Commander!
General's getting an okayish flank on me, but he's not gonna like being charged by all of these men, even if they are greatly armed slingers. And yeah, he runs. It's gonna cause the rest of his men to flee as well. A beautiful win, man. A beautiful win. Losses were obligatory. It was inevitable I was gonna lose some men. But also, look at how elite some of these skirmishers were, dude. Triple golden chevron. How do you even get that? These archers, they saw things throughout their lives, man. They saw a lot of things. And there we have it, boys. A clear victory. And yeah, I can't really ransom these captives this time. Just far too many slaves in my kingdom already. To take it a little bit easy on the slavery here. But you know what? That army was like the greatest threat that the Ethiopians could offer. I have a bunch of slave revolts though. Slave revolts are nasty businesses. Very, very nasty. So I don't understand why our food supply is so damn bad. Takes forever to get the accent, man. For freaking ever.
We cannot do that.
You know, it's like the only place that has positive public order. So we'll X that, but also I can't actually. Yeah, I can't actually use an edict here. Which kind of sucks.
Besieging settlement!
On the move.
Don't quite understand. Oh,
arrive.
this is that army.
What can I... Segment! Give us... March! Ready for battle. Get to it, men!
I know.
Now we're only -6 food, which is not exactly great, but it's an improvement, I guess. Man, I really do need more food, though. How do I get it? I mean, this is gonna add a little bit of extra food. A little bit of extra food. I mean, this would add a lot of extra food. It's just gonna take a while. This is gonna minus food though. That's not good. This one plus food though, so let's go for this. We have an extra thing going here as well.
Can I serve you?
Advance!
Also, this army, I've been forgetting to actually send it in. Now, why is this, like, native unit actually so much better than this one? Base morale is 36, it's horrible. 36 morale is, like, inexcusably bad, I can tell ya. Just terrible.
How can I assist, Pharaoh?
No. I'm not quite sure how to avoid all of these stupid rebellions. I think the only way I can, though, is by sending a bunch of different politicians to do bread and game stuff, you know?
For Egypt! Let them cower before our might! None will escape! We take this settlement group and fall back!
Yeah, I don't really think that this is gonna go. I don't think that this is what we need right now.
I live to serve Pharaoh.
But that's alright, so we're gonna prevent Yehuda from erupting into violence immediately, at least. Yeah, we still have stupid disease over here in Egypt. Oh, what can you do? Alright, yeah, we can still edict this. You know what? Yeah, sell slaves is fine. Kinda sucks that we have so little food, but at least we should be able to recover our food supply pretty quickly, I think. Selucids looks like they're making a dramatic thrust towards Edessa. Wait, another army?
Disengage!
Wait a minute. Wait, actually? Yo! Livo! Oh, bro, this is my faction leader. Dude, I'm gonna lose this battle. There's actually no way. There's no win condition for me here. My pikes are absolutely frazzled. They're so weak. I mean, I'll try to play this out, but I think we're about to witness the death of a pharaoh, guys. I don't see a chance here. I really don't see a chance. My cavalry is far too weak to be able to effectively kill the enemy. The only good thing is that we're on the defensive and the enemy skirmish is pretty bad of this army. So, also uphill advantage is at least something. Expect another army to come just popping out of that area I have no intel on. Stupid me, stupid world. Yeah, I don't know. Let's thing is that I have to protect my skirmishers. They're basically my win condition here. They're not a good win condition to have, but I literally have to keep them safe. I have to hope that the enemy cavalry charges blindly into the front of my pikes. And then if I can kill the enemy cavalry...
Enemy reinforcements approaching.
If I can kill the enemy cavalry, then maybe I stand a chance. Maybe I do.
We have discovered the enemy's hidden units. One of our units has used all its ammunition.
Men ready for battle!
Spears ready. Ready.
Warriors ready!
Spearmen.
Slingers!
Bro, what are my slingers doing?
Come on. Slingers.
What the heck are my slingers doing, dude? You're moving towards the enemy cavalry, not away! Oh my god. Did they hate life?
General! Understood!
Our general is under attack.
Warriors ready!
God.
Cavalry.
No!
Spears. Advance
No!
at speed.
We're just getting overrun.
Pikemen!
Slingers. Orders understood. Spears.
Enemy elephants are in combat too. They're gonna cause so much damage. I don't think the Galatians have the manpower to be able to actually rip through anything. Elephants didn't go into my pikes either. They went straight into my Judean Freo spears, which is precisely what they needed to do.
Our men flee the field of battle.
Like we just got wiped out
This is a
too.
shameful.
There actually just wasn't a chance there, man. There wasn't a chance. Like, basically the only way I could win that is if enemy AI just blundered horrendously, but they had every advantage. Quality of infantry, quality of cavalry, elephants. I don't have any real anti-elephant weapons in this army. My slingers were the only thing that could have made a difference, and you don't really want to be dependent on your slingers. They aren't exactly a killer weapon. They're more of a whittle you away type of weapon. They're a nice little bit of utility to have in an army. They're not the decisive instrument of warfare that you'd wish for them to be. Ptolemy II dies, although dies heroically in combat. Pretty fitting end for Ptolemy, I suppose. Yet this army is not gonna die nearly as easily. Nah, I think that we can quite soundly retake this settlement. I don't understand how any of my units are damaged already. Was it a spy or... I don't know, maybe a food shortage thing? I kind of want to just camp out this corner of the map, to be honest. But, no, that'd be kind of boring. Let's deploy properly here. Right on open ground where the phalanx is at its best. Judeans on one side, Galatians on the other. Keep things nice and organized. Don't have as many slingers in this battle, but we have more cavalry, and cavalry actually has good numbers. And also, my phalanx has these Egyptian royal pikes who are elite pikemen from the upper classes, so
Enemy
they will
reinforcements
be
approaching.
very hard to deal with, yet enemy army here is actually very, very weak. It's the reinforcements that are strong. So I need to rotate my force so I can actually face them down properly and prepare for this oncoming onslaught.
We have discovered the enemy's hidden
You're
units.
Ethiopians. Killers of a pharaoh. Or, I mean, Ptolemy II, to be fair. That wasn't the point in Ptolemaic history where we really played into traditions that much. It was more of just an aesthetic title that Ptolemy took on to try to avoid rebellions by his subjects, but truthfully, he was a Macedonian noble in the very typical fashion.
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
Yeah, let's just go ahead. Have one Galatian unit try to hunt after this cavalry. No flank. Not as strong. You know what? Send two over here.
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
Two over here. One over
Riders,
here.
advance!
I'm definitely afraid of these fucking elephants.
Ready for orders. Spears! Break the lines!
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
Elephants are out of control. These guys will die.
Spear infantry at your command. General! Fire spears!
Our general is under attack.
Citizen cavalry!
Ready and battle! Spearmen ready for
Ethiopians are getting reasonable engagements. Their armies is tricky,
and waiting!
but simultaneously,
Citizen cavalry!
a lot of our cavalry is
We hunger
maybe
for
in
blood!
exactly the best position. Yeah, the elephants have put a lot of my Galatians. Oh my god, my Galatians are useful. You know, we'll wrap these guys around, we'll have these guys go in here, these guys
As you
are
command!
fighting.
Spears!
My pikes, I mean, they're getting reasonable engagements, I think.
Pikemen!
Ready and waiting!
Just make sure that they're actually like, properly engaging.
Citizen cavalry!
It will hit these guys like right, just like this. I don't see the enemy elephants. I think that they're off the field. Lucky for me. Over here, it's actually a really good engagement. These guys will absolutely slaughter the Red Sea hoplites or whatever that unit is.
Spears! Ptolemaic cavalry! Ready to ride!
These guys will lose for sure.
We await your command!
Hunters will go down.
Ready and waiting!
Yeah, I think we're good, man.
Ptolemaic cavalry!
Ready for battle! Swingers! General! Citizen cavalry!
Ready to ride!
Hack them down! At your commander! Commander!
So far, so good. We're taking control of both flanks. And my cavalry is gonna absolutely annihilate enemy skirmishers. You know what? Let's have these guys retreat for a second. Maybe we can use the last couple of volleys to kill enemy skirmishers.
Understood! By your command!
General! By your command! Ready and waiting! Orders ready! Understood! Swingers! Orders! Orders! Commander! Pikemen!
Pull back! Your orders! Ready! Ready! Ready to ride!
Commander! Pikemen! Understood! Fire spears! Spearmen, ready for orders! At speed!
Battle ready and eager! Orders! Orders!
As you command!
Yes, Commander!
My cavalry is getting chased by really, really fast Ethiopian runners.
As you command!
I can't keep up with the micro. I need to retreat my cow. Wow, this melodic rail guard are doing pretty well despite being completely surrounded by Galatians. Once again, Galatians are absolutely no gimps. Particularly the mercenary Galatian unit I'm using.
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
Yeah, it's about to surround a good deal of the enemy center.
As you command. At your service. At your service. Galatians will kill. At your service.
And I think it's time for me to just push forward here.
Commander! By your command!
Your orders. By your command.
Take command!
Warriors ready. Battle ready.
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
I think I visited the king of the Ethiopians, or rather the general here anyway.
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
My pikemen should be absolutely shredding through the armor of his guard of 40. You have 33 armor. It's a lot of armor to shred. Save it.
By your command.
Pikemen, it's not liking this right now.
Your orders.
Citizen cavalry!
Yours to command. Yours
Yes,
to command.
we should be going through.
Citizen cavalry!
Heavy cavalry ready and willing. Forward! Riders! Advance! For glory! Fight! Break the lines! Raise!
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
Oh, there we have it.
Orders!
This should be it. Should be the end of it. The last gasps of their empire. The Ethiopians do attempt. They do attempt to rally and push me back. But it's not particularly successful, no. Not today it's not, although they do claim Ptolemy II's life. But he has many, many errors. Things should go smoothly with the succession. There we go. Speaking is very
At
difficult.
these.
Yeah, that settlement's not protected. That was a good play from them. From the pirates, that is. Okay, let's see what's going on this turn. Probably still very low on food. And Ptolemy II dies in battle. His wife was already dead. Gravitas is too low? How? Oh, where is he?
We fight for you, my
Oh, his gravitas will go up quite quickly if I actually push him into battle. I mean, this guy's not even in combat. He's a faction leader. He should be making lots of babies. How's there no valid target? Dang. Well, that kind of sucks. Literally can't get them politically married at all.
Ready for battle.
Yeah, whatever. I'm kind of sick of fighting these dang Ethiopians. We'll just do this and occupy.
At your command.
Cool. Meanwhile, this army is going to continue its movements.
Easy into port.
You know what?
As we go.
Don't want to be the person that causes a slave revolt, so... Yeah, I'll keep away for
At your
now.
command. For Egypt.
You can go ahead and put down this revolt, though.
The gods
And
guide
all those
my
cavalry units gone,
march.
things should once again be a little bit easier to manage. In fact, I actually have food. For the first time in ages, we do have food, which is awesome.
Besieging settlements.
Axum is also soon to be within our reach, which is amazing.
How may I serve you?
How can I assist Pharaoh?
Yeah, Lysimachus is the faction leader. There we go. Like, these political marriages will ensure the loyalty of these other political parties, so it's actually very important to have, believe it or not. Next, I kind of want to take stock of like what my armies are like right now.
At your command.
Yeah.
My lord.
Yeah.
Amen.
Not very good. No wonder I have so much money.
At
I
your-
have only one real army right
How may
now.
I serve?
No wonder. No freaking wonder. I really need another army. I mean, Lysimachus, he's ready to go and fight. But he's the freaking faction leader, and I really want him to go have babies. It's kind of annoying that no one here is having kids. I mean, I'll get him married. Yeah,
Ready for order.
he's a fighter, he's a warrior, he's gonna go to battle soon enough. Yeah, I don't know who's best to make a general. What I do know, though... The Macedonian nobility were definitely a little bit happier. Oh, -9 upkeep. That's actually really good.
At your command.
That is very good, man. Units are super cheap with this general. Huge W.
Ready for battle. Come, join our ranks.
How can I assist Pharaoh?
It is enough. Moving out.
What can I do for Egypt?
I mean, I think that this is the turn. I mean, this army's gonna have to march all the way down. This army,
How can
I mean, it just takes a long time to make conquests in Ethiopia. Just the nature of the beast. Yeah. I think that we're good for now. Next turn. Not really anything else to do. Yet Selucids appear to be making a thrust in Asia Minor. And Ethiopians, of course, they're still an unknown entity. Dude, I really do need to send a spy over to Arabia Magna. I don't know why I'm so brain dead, but I'm not doing that. But I really do need to. I mean, friggin' Ptolemy II died because of a lack of information. And I'm not collecting it? Sure, I do have a new army entering the region. I don't think the Ethiopians have the means to combat it, but I still need to make sure to tie up loose ends here. End the war against them cleanly. Now, I also don't really have any need for an additional settlement in Arabia Magna, so I have to figure out a good plan. And oh my god! I just got out of a food shortage! Okay. It's just one turn though, right? Okay, Nervii are gone, but doesn't really matter. Rebellion in Petra also really doesn't matter. Fact.
What can I do for it? I want hourly patrol.
I'm gonna let that rebellion fester. Wait, actually, no, I'm not. What am I saying?
Great glory!
Absolutely no reason for me to allow a rebellion.
Gods guide my footsteps. I want hourly patrol. At your command.
It'll take me a really, really, really long time
Ready for orders.
to recover from it.
Good orders, my lord. Ships to port.
Really? Is it really that much better for my navy to be out at sea when it comes to food supplies? I'm surprised by that. I'm very, very, very surprised. Okay, next I'm gonna go
None will
army
escape.
to Axum. One more turn. One more friggin' turn. Yes! We have a male heir, I think. That's a dude, right? Wait, what? Yo, how do you have these two kids? Wait, does red just mean illegitimate? Yo, did he just have two bastards? That's hilarious. That's hilarious, man. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and send this guy over to... Okay, you know what? Why not to Egypt anyway? At least Egypt can recover public order-wise a little bit. And then...
Ready for
that army just stays put. This army continues their march.
what can I do? I will come from the shadows.
Nothing I can do. Literally nothing I can do.
Ready for battle. Servants. What can I do for Egypt? At your command. Set up the watch.
Thinking about these peltas, honestly, it could be good. Could be good. We're definitely cheaper than the Judean slingers. And they're solid units.
Are you
I mean,
ready
you know what?
to
We'll definitely go for
serve?
these cavalry. I'll go for some peltas. Go for these guys.
At your service, my lord.
We fight. I live.
Okay.
Chaining a beast
Slave.
does not break.
Slave uprising, boys. Oh. So many just misfortunes compounded, dude. So many, man. Yet, the auto resolve is very good. I don't really want to risk anything here. Enemy army looks pretty decent. Oh my god. What a slaughter. That army just gone, dude. Oh man, the danger of the auto resolve was great there. Wait, who died? Oh no. We're giving this family way more. Okay. But at least the guy who died was not a family member. And we're back at one.
How can I assist?
Back at least one food, which is better than nothing.
Ready for orders.
Yeah, just no one's having real kids here, basically. Okay, I just gotta keep on making these like alliance marriages, basically. Just have to keep it up. Yeah, I think I don't want any more slaves. So I'll take us out. I'll take them out here. We have a reasonably strong...
At your command.
Reasonably strong army here, so whatever. Still in the midst of a stupid plague here? Taking for bloody ever for it to lift.
How can I assist Pharaoh? It is a great.
Okay, we'll just remake some pikemen.
What can I do? Attack! Waiting for more orders. Ready for orders. At once.
I don't have enough money. Am I really that broke? I am very broke. Wow. I am indeed that broke.
For Egypt.
Ready for orders.
But we were spending a lot of money on upgrades, so makes sense.
We fight.
Alright. Keep on moving here, boys. Like, all of Ethiopia is conquered, which is really, really, really good. Of course, we do have a rebellion. Settlement is extraordinarily, or the province is extraordinarily at risk of constant rebellion, which is a problem. Alright, let's see. Never intimidate. -8? How? How much food were we getting from those guys? How are the Selucids still going? How are we -8, dude? How are we -8? We get so much more food that we have.
I live to set up the watch.
How can I?
I live to serve. Setting forth in Pharaoh's name.
What can I do for you? Besieging settlement!
How is it this close?
Laying siege to the
That
settlement!
Ethiopian actually doesn't really have a
Ready for
chance.
orders.
I'm not even kidding.
In Pharaoh!
Okay, over here, at least we get rid of this.
Your next command.
On the move, my lord.
I don't care how tired you are.
Good shit. I'm actually so pissed by the way that this campaign is going, dude. It's just like the ways in which I'm getting shut down are just so stupid.
I go.
Okay, you know what? This is gonna be the last battle of the stream because Frank, it's getting late, but also frankly, it's gotta be the last battle. But I think that we can actually make pretty steady progress here. So I'm thinking here is that kind of like do something like this.
The rail spears!
Get some cavalry support. Do kind of like a nice little wing.
Ready for orders.
Actually, no, screw this. No,
Ready for
we'll
orders.
actually just deploy as like a regular army. As long as we stick together, we'll win. But if I allow my enemy to kind of do some tricky maneuvering, then things will go badly, like very, very quickly. What I can do here is maybe send 2 to the flank along with some cavalry. Just kind of spice it up a little.
Fire spears!
Here we can just have these guys like this. And yeah, guys will just kind of get maybe in the center, you know, just move them closer to the action so we won't have to scramble to get to where we have to go. Yeah, everyone's in motion. Let's make the magic happen here, boys. But like pike line in the center, I absolutely trust them to just demolish all the enemy infantry.
We have discovered the enemy's hidden units.
Enemy skirmishers could be the bane of their existence, without a doubt. So I'm moving his Freo spears over here, along with some cavalry. Should be able to push in and start doing a lot of damage. Actually, you know what?
At speed!
Kind of overload this flank. So we have our lead pikemen over here. Go ahead and set down the pike phalanx. These guys move quickly, they're highly disciplined. They have a better armor, they have better everything. And we're gonna get our peltas right behind. These guys loaded up with, I think, 5 volleys of javelins, or 4?
Ready for orders.
6. That's a lot of javelins.
Pikeman!
And we move the pikes forward.
Ready! Generals! At your
Beautiful.
service.
Beautiful.
Quick march!
Commander!
Beautiful.
Ready for your orders. Peltas! Spears! Peltas! Loose! Pikeman! General! By your command! Spears! Citizen cavalry! Pikes!
Yeah, I mean, it's really up to these elite men to be able to push through these African spearmen here quickly. And it looks like that's what they're doing. I see a lot of these spearmen falling before my pikes, although
One of our units has used all its
taking
ammunition.
a lot of damage.
Citizen cavalry!
At your service!
Don't quite understand
Spears!
how we have yet to get through these guys, but
Ready and waiting.
send my 2 Ptolemaic cavalry forward, and we should effectively be able to crush this flank over here. I mean, I don't really think tribal warriors can take hammer and anvil all too graciously here. Ptolemaic spear cap should be able to basically hunt these guys down like fowl in a
Citizen
field.
cavalry! Your orders.
An enemy is coming in.
Orders.
Some Ethiopian lancers. They should be pretty vicious here, about to turn around and give them the business here on the Freos here.
As you command. Ready for
Meanwhile over here, I'm hoping that my Ptolemaic and my pikemen can continue to spear these guys. They have broken, no longer capable of fighting back, but they can still block with a shield occasionally, you know, withstand the thrusts of my Sarissai. These guys, yeah, these lancers, they do well in the charge, but now that they're in prolonged combat, they realize how out of touch that charge really was.
Ready for orders!
And they
Yours to
break.
command!
Pikemen!
Seeing
Orders.
anything.
At your service.
I mean, obviously, like, these farmers aren't going to do too well against
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
my lancers, but these African spearmen, they can do okay. So I have to keep my pikemen in pike formation. You know what? No, but I even zero. I changed my mind. Let's get these guys out of formation and then just try to pile them into these African spearmen. The African spearmen, they're like okay. They're not amazing. They're not terrible either.
Spears!
Meaning that I don't think that they can withstand what I'm throwing here against them.
Quick march!
In fact, they should falter relatively quickly. Man, I didn't realize my cultists are coming in with little flopsies. That's actually really cool. At least some of them do have like curved blades. Like one melee AP. It's not really representative of your statistics at all. Yeah, we'll run in Frail Spear here. Perfect. We actually mulch through these guys.
Double time! Lights! Orders! At the double! Ready! Understood! Yours to command! We await your command! Spears! Citizen cavalry!
So a lot of light troops over here on this flank, so I think we're actually going to push through them pretty effectively.
Engage! Pikemen! At speed!
Commander,
Ready and waiting! Double time! We await your command!
for glory!
My turn! Ready and waiting! Fight! Yes, command! Ready and waiting!
Oh, we chase out the spearmen, then we hunt this damn spearman down. You know, we'll just chuck more men into this fray. I think the more pressure we apply, the better at this point.
The men
So
are
many
wavering.
brittle points along the
Orders understood!
enemy line.
Citizen cavalry!
Oh,
Riders!
Ptolemies, oh my god. They've actually had enough of this fight. Leave it up to the infantry now.
By your command!
Look at this over here. Like, these African tribesmen, they
Ready for orders!
should be going down to my pikes, honestly.
Yes, commander! Ptolemaic cavalry! At your service! Spearmen at the ready! Your orders!
Some javelins into this melodic rail guard.
Fire spears! Ready yourselves!
Only kill one.
Pikemen!
That's unfortunate, actually.
Ready for...
Commander, ready and waiting.
Yeah, looks like this is gonna be the flank here.
Lights! As you command! Ready for orders!
Those African tribesmen really should have just been. What the heck?
At your service.
Didn't mean to do that.
Hell tasks! Ready and waiting! Your orders! Orders? By your command, your orders! Citizen cavalry! Ready! Orders understood! Pikemen! Commander! Commander!
Bruh.
The battle is turning in our
Melodic
favor.
rail guard, they're not exactly beast things. So I'll keep on engaging them like this, even though it's not ideal.
Lights!
I mean, look, the enemy doesn't have enough troops of quality left, but also I'm really annoyed by how well some of these units are lasting, dude. In particular, the center should be broken already. Should have been broken yesterday. Yeah, that is. Get my stupid cavalry from doing terrible, stupid things.
Ready for orders! Orders! Citizen cavalry! Advance at speed! Ride out! Riders! On me! Spear infantry to command! Citizen cavalry! Ready! Citizen cavalry!
We await your command.
Perfect.
Citizen cavalry ready!
Melee cavalry ready. Ptolemaic cavalry.
Citizen cavalry! Citizen cavalry! Pikemen!
Finally, pikemen managed to cut their way through a stupid African tribesman unit. Literally, it's just like it's just a skirmisher with no stats. I don't know how it took so long. These guys are really just fighting for their lives here.
Commander, ready and waiting. Attack their position.
Let's hammer and anvil these guys over here. Let's just get to the royal pikemen, meet an actual formation, and then push them up against the royal guard. That way they should actually cut through them. Relative ease over here.
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
They should absolutely get rid of these guys. Like, come on. Surely light skirmishers cannot survive a hammer and anvil with their men getting hammered off their feet, cut down in droves. Surely. We're here in the melodic royal guard getting slaughtered. To demand they should die where they stand. It's a nice dense formation, and yeah, that should be it. The melodic royal guard is running in this context. You're gone. You're done. And we win here. Again, I just did not understand why, like... I don't know why the auto-resolve was being so stupid about this. It was just annoying. It was bad.
We fight for you, my lord.
As you command.
Slaves are only 4, which means we should sell slaves here. I assume slavery is pretty low here, given that they... Never mind. How is it minus 15? We just killed them all! We had a bloody revolt! Ugh, mamma mia. What about here? Slaves is minus 5. Okay, that's not bad.
My lord.
I could deal with that.
I serve you. Ready for orders.
Okay, can we just make a peace with these guys? Like...
Am I always?
No, I can't, I guess.
At your service.
This army sucks, though!
We fight for you,
They
my
literally blow!
Our lord needs good fighters.
Okay, let's end this turn. Like, on the bright side, though, we've conquered 2 full provinces this stream. Like, to be fair, it's been a very successful stream despite my bitching and whining. Despite my attitude, which has been deceptively poor, we've actually made great progress. Okay, yes, a singular Selucid unit gets dislodged by the 2 stacks of Edessa. What a marvelous surprise. This guy's
No warrior like.
You know what, I'll contemplate it. Now I know it's a possibility, however... I don't think the Galatians are going to... I think the Galatians are going to be more of a target than me. Parthia should be expanding. I'm frankly surprised I haven't seen them on the horizon yet. I guess it's too early, but they usually do really well. And, like, the Selucids, they're recovering. Like, they're making some headway in Asia Minor, although they should be dislodged. Like, someone should be there to take them out. I don't know how they're not. I don't know how they're not being taken out. There really should be no real chance at a
Ready
civil
for
war.
orders. Takmat, give us strength.
Okay. So we have no units here? We do.
How can I assist Pharaoh? How can I assist Pharaoh? I live to serve Pharaoh. It is a great and glorious thing to
Well, and we'll get some of these painted warriors and then hope for the best here. Rebellion is ongoing, but we should be able to put an end to it soon. This army will go ahead and start sending towards the intended destination, which is obviously towards where my conflicts are raging.
ready for further
We'll have
orders.
this army kind of just stay here for one turn. Doesn't look like this is the ideal way to get food. No, we'll just go for farming. Just straight up farming is fine.
What can I do for Egypt?
We do need to go towards this rebellion and put it down.
I go. Sabotage.
Oh man.
I have survived greater.
Okay, I have no
You have my
need
attention.
to be at war with these
Now,
guys anymore.
Do
Like,
not try
absolutely
to
none.
charm, wheedle, or cut.
Apparently a high amount of, well, it will piss off some of my more friendly factions.
Please accept as a most humble audience for your terms, my poor self. Now, speak as you will.
You know what?
The door is open to you, but if you wish to go beyond the courtyard within, speak. Your accent is atrocious. For a moment, I thought you were asking for peace. My appetite. I greet you as befits. I will accept this in.
Welcome.
Well, you know what? Pretty good, I think. Pretty good, all in all.
My friend, be welcome. The spirits of this place smile upon you. The gods.
These guys don't want a military alliance. We're in a trade agreement right now.
You speak well.
Welcome.
I mean, a lot of people would contemplate a defensive alliance with me.
My master extends the.
Yeah, I mean, it's always okay to be trading with these, like, Arabic factions. You two are my military allies here, really.
The blessing of the Olympians upon you. What then?
Yeah, I don't know. We'll think about diplomacy a little later, I guess. It's not the most pressing thing for me right now.
Ready for orders.
At least the food situation is getting a little bit better. Okay, next turn we should make some progress against these mini rebellions. So, well, at least I haven't missed anything in chat. But next turn will be my last. It's getting quite late. Oh. A lot of Selucid activity in Palmyra. I think I saw 2 full stacks. Don't like the look of that. We still share a border with Palmyra. It might be time to go teach those nasty Selucids a lesson. I mean, after all, we've now dealt with the Ethiopians. We've taken 2 full provinces from them. Definitely weakens them financially. Honestly, I hope someone takes them out. They're surrounded by enemies. It's astounding that they're still alive. And some of these are not minor factions, like Saba's there. Even though they kind of suck, in my opinion, they're still there. And it looks like we have pirates materializing in Libya, although it's a weathered, broken stack of Carthaginian pirates. But I can, of course, go and wipe them out. I see no issue with that. Okay, let's go ahead and do this. So, over here we have the Kushite rebels. They're not particularly
Battle! Retreat!
Why can't we combine our armies? Oh, why can't we go 2-on-1? We literally have both our armies here.
Guide by
There
footsteps.
we go.
Egypt!
Finally.
My lord, kill the cowards!
How can I assist? Setting forth in Pharaoh's name.
Destroy them!
I live to serve Pharaoh. Ready for battle.
Only 200 people live here. I have never ever seen such a depopulated city in my entire life of playing the game.
Pharaoh.
And yeah, why are these guys this good?
Retreat!
They're not. These guys are ass.
At your command.
Well, my men aren't good either. But these guys are terrible.
How can
I don't care! Why am I projected to lose this? I just don't understand. Those spearmen are garbage, trash garbage. No morale, no armor. Very mediocre melee stats. My painted warriors are equally kind of bad. But I can use them to chase the enemy archers, and that's the other thing. The enemy are just spamming archers. There's nothing good about that. Not when you have no cavalry and very few infantry to defend them with. Okay, I'll have my mainline advance. I'll keep 2 units kind of back as a sort of reserve, I'd say. Keep my general here. For my general, even though it's only 42 men, they are an elite unit. They do hit hard in the charge. I still believe that these guys can definitely pound an archer unit. Maybe like charge through, crack him. 8 armor, dude. At 34, like, again, these guys are bad. These guys are bad. They're fast, they're light. They have reasonable melee defense for a spear unit, but whatever. Are some archers something special? They're okay. They're not amazing. Like for archers, I can shoot arrows. That's what they are. They're nothing special. Absolutely nothing special. I'm just gonna go ahead and charge gun the hoe at these crappy spearmen and break them. My infantry is nothing special either, mind you, but slightly better than what the enemy has to offer. We can just crack some charges here, especially with my Galatians who charge hard. Just get in amongst these guys and start engaging them. Start showing them who's boss. Show them the power of Celtic dignity and warrior culture. Meanwhile, the archers have gone caught up in the fray. Perfect. Yeah, these carrion levies, I think that they'd love to just throw some javelins down.
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
We await your orders.
Yep. Obviously, painted warriors who scare the enemy. So well that charge, dude. Nice. Yeah, let's just go ahead and just slaughter these experienced warriors. Make sure this experience
One of our units
is lost,
has used all its ammunition.
never to be recovered. center is being slightly pushed back here, not everywhere, so far we're alright. Like, our line is holding, at least. Yeah, we're gonna have to overload the general. Kinda has his work cut out for him. This spearman should eventually crack under the weight of such a heavy assault.
Our general is under attack.
Yeah, I don't know. I just keep on kind of moving forward here, I think.
Spears!
Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know why the AI on the auto-resolve is so dang against me, while it was so defeatist. Nothing in enemy's hands performed particularly well. It crushed their army mercilessly.
The battle is turning in
The
our
only thing
favor.
that they did well is run away, and I guess they kind of held on for a little while before dying almost to the man. I suppose that is a feat of some sort. Not exactly what you want, but yeah, let's just go ahead and send my Kushite painted warriors into the rear of the enemy general. Meanwhile, my general, he's just kind of picking up these archers, just slaughtering them. Now, let's just go ahead and get these Kushites into the rear of the general. I'm sure that they want a crack at killing him. Over here, Curian axemen, they're going to be going up against these hunters, hopefully wiping them out, although Curian axes or Curian spearmen are pretty bad.
The enemy general is dead.
And with that, I assume the rest of his army will dissipate into the desert. Perfect! And we managed to slaughter 2,000 of them, many of which were the infantry. Now all that's left is the archers, and they can hardly stand alone. Perfect. And I mean, my goal here really is just to just leave the region. Like, this is not a region I want to have military presence in. It's literally just supposed to be there in the south of Egypt. It's supposed to be kept under control. We've invested very, very heavily in uplifting infrastructure, like aqueducts.
Ready for further orders.
Aqueducts, and feeders, and temples.
Have further orders?
What can I do for Egypt?
There was really nothing to be had here. I mean, these Kushite painted warriors suck. They have 1 armor. I mean, they're good enough to do damage in this local conflict, but aside of that, I don't really trust them.
Ready for battle. Any man who drops is left behind.
Your feet bleed. You march again.
Yeah, I'm just gonna disband this army.
Ready for orders.
Who is this general? Is this a Ptolemy? I believe that this is a Ptolemy. No, this is not a Ptolemy. Now we just have a bunch of female nobles, which not exactly ideal because I can't use them as generals. What can I do? I don't know why it's a -15 here. Taxes minus, wait, are we in high taxes? We are in high taxes. What the heck? Okay, well, tax rate's high. What else? Slaves -8, rating -10, provincial instability, faction. Oh, I suppose that there's some valid reasons. Also some pretty annoying ones. Let's go and just like raise a fleet, I suppose. And
We need good, strong men.
hopefully we can wipe out these freaking pirates.
I live to call this a garrison, my lord. To your duties, men. A noble cause requires noble men.
Please report. Ships report. What can I do for Egypt?
Okay, you know what? I'm gonna play until we finally have that top level barrack, because I want to see like what troops I can get out of it. And yeah, we have to shut down these Arabian pirates. We do have to shut them down. But yeah, things are stabilizing quite rapidly here. No war with Saba. My armies are growing and they are quite strong. And nope. Oh boy. I just conquered this settlement, didn't I? I don't think that there's any chance I can actually do this. Oh man. Ugh.
I beg you.
I don't really have a chance here. Don't really have a choice. Yet again, I'm gonna play until I finally have my top tier barrack built, because I kind of want to see what options I get out of it. Let's see what we can do. Wait, where was the slave revolt? Jerusalem! It's not a settlement I really want to revolt in right now. We have been very bad when it comes to public order. And oh, Antiochia! Dude, they took... Yes! Finally! Finally, the Selucids get what's coming to them. Oh, that is so good. That is so freaking good. Okay, now...
I live to
Pirates just went straight for the kill against my settlement, which I don't like at all. Yes.
hard on the oars.
Diabolical that you can actually chase these guys down.
Recruiting ships.
Wait.
It
You
is
know
an
what?
honor to serve.
We own the ports on either side. I don't really think that I need...
At you, to victory! Run them through!
Okay, it's gonna take an extra turn for me to travel this way.
Falcon at once.
We fight for you, my lord.
I mean, obviously I should just disband all the units that aren't, like, meta-relevant at all.
My lord.
And yeah, we'll just continue our journey towards proper Egyptian territory. Not this crappy Axumite slum that we find ourselves in. And what's going on over here? I don't quite like these Carthaginians. I want to get rid of them.
My lord.
You know, I don't really like pirates in general. And man, I definitely could go for some
What can I do for Egypt? Destroy them!
I live.
for battle here. It's like, I also just don't like the general condition of my armies.
What can I do for Egypt?
Alright, next turn's going to be the last turn, since our level 3 barrack will be done. And, ooh, Hashra survives. It's actually huge. Yet, Palmyra might get taken. I mean, I really hope that Antiochus can get rid of it. Obviously, because it safeguards my eastern flank for now. Also create a nice buffer against the Parthians, yet I don't know if they'll take it. Seleucid garrisons are also kind of crazy. Like, I've seen some really, really buff ones, so it might not be something that happens right away. Ooh. Carthage. Dude, that is so funny. Just go in and out. Okay, let's see. Let's see what this new barrack brings.
I live to destroy them. Moving out.
Well, this fleet's gonna be.
Kill them all.
We're gonna be bye-bye now. Finally, the Arabian pirates that caused us so much grief are gone. I don't know if it's like the ideal garrison fleet, so I'll get rid of it for now, and I'll bring it back soon.
Ready for orders.
I'm wondering, do we have some male family members in the waiting? Not that many, man. Not that many. What if we tried to make like a new army? We have a random Ptolemaic general that we could go for, so that's a good thing. Yeah, I'll just like go for the gold tier. I think that's the best play. And yeah, we'll just keep on moving towards Egypt proper, while simultaneously being a little bit sneaky about controlling our territory. Now over here,
We fight for you.
oh, Palmyra got taken. That's perfect. And Padricians just go crazy in Galatia and Cappadocia. I love it.
Ready.
I freaking love it. Now, I could just go crazy and just take over Arabia. That would be nice. I mean, after all of this territory, in theory, is kind of off limits to me. In theory, it is. In theory, I have to repeat myself here. In theory, it is. I might still try to do it. Let's see. What about over here? Like, how many slaves do we have at this point? Negligible amounts of slavery. So we can go over here and start selling slaves. So I really do need to boost public order. Over here, how many slaves do we have? -4. Well, then we can go running games, I suppose.
What can I do for Egypt?
And what about this
At your
general?
command.
First of all, who is this? This is a family member, right? Yes, Ptolemy the Third. Well then,
My lord.
what units can we get him? Okay, well, unfortunately, we do... You know what? I want to see things light up, so... Screw it. I'll cancel this for this turn.
We fight for you. My
Okay, we can get African elephants. They're not very good, though. We have, like, 4 armor. Costs a lot of money as well. Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of that particular unit, but Sacred Squadron is basically a companion cavalry. That's kind of cool. Now, what's the difference between Royal and Sacred? Just better stats in general. Better stats in general, although... Actually, not a big difference in price. We both draw from the Eugenes population, as you would expect, so it's not a big deal. Now with the Egyptian royal pikes, with the Peltis pikes. Peltis pikes use a shorter pike, so they're kind of more versatile. They act more like... It's not like they are a hoplite, but they also have better melee attack too, by the way. Honestly, Peltis pikes are a little bit underrated, underutilized. They are very good. But yeah, the only thing that this building really gave us was access to some elite units. Which I guess you'd expect, but I was hoping for more like the Roman style units. I guess I just have to wait for like 4-axe reforms to hit or something. Yeah, I really want this to finish, but I'm gonna have to wait a while longer.
To serve Pharaoh.
Yeah, I mean, I barely have any Eugenies. My first class has not really grown anywhere. I don't think it has. 976, that's... Yeah, okay, this is where the majority of Eugenies are, in Diapolis. Unless I have, like, a sleeper population in Libya somewhere. I doubt it. That'd be a little bit crazy. What about over here? Where are my nobles hiding to avoid being in combat? You know, there's like always a requisite small like enclave of nobles everywhere, but
Ready for battle.
yeah, we're just not in large numbers anywhere for me to actually care.
Our Lord needs good
Yeah, we'll get a number
fighters.
today and Freyo Spear. They are very good. And let's go play out this battle. Should be the last one. Again, I don't know why we are considered to be weaker here. All I see on the opponent's side are pretty beatable axemen. Like, those don't look like heavily armored troops. Regular Eastern archers. One of those hybrid spearman archer generals. You know, any hybrid unit just does both tasks poorly. They're funky units, but I don't exactly trust them. Yeah, I think that we're about to absolutely slay here. If I can just get the enemy to throw their infantry into the front of my pikes, it's GG. We also have a ton of cavalry, and they have a ton of skirmishers and no cavalry.
Yes,
No,
orders. By your command.
like they don't even have spearmen. Oh, and to top this all off, these axemen that they have no armor. They're light troops. It's just such an L in the building. I'm not even kidding. This is gonna go horribly. You know, I'm just already gonna charge these Judeans forward. So you know it. I think this is a great opportunity for my cavalry just to go in here. Nabatea and axemen don't have any javelins either. Oh, they are so ill-equipped to fight the type of army that I have. I am running in a kind of stupid way.
By your command. Your orders. To arms. Orders. Understood, Commander. Ptolemies cavalry. Citizen cavalry. Riders, advance at speed. Pikemen. Quick. At your service.
Okay, and we get into one Arabian archer unit. Steady for now because they're quite experienced, so they know how to hold up amidst the slaughters for a little bit of time, but we already killed 40 of their number, now 50, now 60. I mean, they're just getting chopped down, so regardless of experience, nobody can withstand this type of treatment. It's just lunacy, too.
As you command.
Let's march this pipeline forward. Yeah, I don't know, we've kind of condensed a lot of cavalry on this side of the map.
Citizen cavalry. General.
Kind of charge in here, see if we can do something. To be fair, activating the phalanx like this may cause my men to just switch out, but I'm gonna try and see what happens. Cavalry, let's just withdraw.
Our general is under attack.
I don't really rate the enemy units all too highly, which is why I'm willing to kind of do this type of stupid stuff, but... Out of pike formation, my men probably aren't gonna do amazing. But you know what? Here's a gap, boys.
One of our
Here
units has
is
used
an
all its
amazing
ammunition.
Gap.
Ready for orders. Spears! Citizen cavalry! General!
I saw that pike unit, or about axe unit, was kind of routing there. So we'll go ahead and hammer them some cavalry. Meanwhile, I'm going to send these guys across here. Get wrecked. Maybe we can kind of move these guys away or something. I don't know. And that would be good. Like, what about this cav unit? Maybe get into the rear here of these motherfuckers, or maybe like move in like this. I don't know.
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
Heavy cavalry, ready and willing. Ready and waiting. Orders!
Imagine, dude, these guys are gonna get wrecked. These guys are completely surrounded. Oh, there we go. Busted breakthrough. My cavalry hit home effectively. You know, I don't really trust Ptolemaic cavalry a ton, but against a lightly armed Arabian foe like this, they slam. And yeah, I just need to see a couple more shatters, a couple more breaks.
Spear infantry, ready!
And these problem is that these axemen are just not dying in droves. My Judeans need to start spearing them more effectively. Save us. Breaking.
The men are wavering.
Understood!
Pulling my cavalry back. It's an effective charge, but don't think that I need to linger all too much. Meanwhile, the vast majority of enemy infantry is off the field.
Commander!
Enemy commander.
Your orders? Spearmen, ready for orders. To arms! Orders? Order your spears!
Do need to like get rid of these guys, I guess.
Ready and waiting! Pikemen! Yes, Commander! Spears!
For the urban guard, they're going up against pikes, so as much as they might be used to pushing around civilians and accepting guards, it may be an overnoble or sort of reasonable amount of training.
Come for glory!
I need to push this pikeman forward. I need to start killing these guys.
General! Yes, Commander! Pikemen!
Yeah, the Peltas have caught up with some of these archers, and they should cut them down. At the end of the day, Peltas are actually good at melee. We're not skimpy on melee. There we have it. Never victory. Never decisive one, in fact. And the Petra rebels are gonna have to get lost in the desert if they want to escape the wrath of the Ptolemies, the Ptolemaic dynasty, led by Lysidicus. Same exact spelling as the Thracian successor. Kind of funny. That's all it really is. But yeah, we can go ahead and slaughter these guys, and yeah.
Setting forth in Pharaoh's name.
That's kind of the end of that particular sector. And I'm happy that we're getting replacement troops, so why not stick around? I know this is a family member too, so of course
Fight
it's
for
good
you,
to
my
see
lord.
him. See him rise somewhat.
What can I do?
And I believe
for
with money, I was gonna get an Judean, but alas, I guess it's impossible. And that should be it. I mean, obviously, we took Ethiopia, we took Nabatea. Our allies have made progress. Elsewhere, and have taken Palmyra. Selucids are pretty much defeated.
Be
Look
welcome.
at the difference in power between us and them. It's incredible.
Be welcome.
Enter, friend.
I mean, of course they'd be willing to trade on me.
We have need of talk. I look forward to your...
Yeah, I'd accept a non-aggression.
I will take... Welcome, worthy...
I wouldn't necessarily do an alliance. Although...
Welcome, worthy friend.
Problem is that if they get attacked by some like local power, but just sees an opportunity to strike, I'm gonna get pulled into a war I don't want. That's like the only problem. But anyway, guys, we've taken a lot of territory, we've won a lot of battles. The next stream, I think that my next target is gonna be Arabia Felix. Like, because over here in the north, there really isn't... Actually, what else do I need territory-wise? Well, I need Syria, Latium. Dang. But I also need a lot more territory, too, so... I suppose conquering all of Arabia wouldn't be like a waste of time or anything. But anyway, guys, until next time,